Now let's look at conceptual circularity again. You'll recall that conceptual circularity hinges on the concepts or the meanings used in the argument. Here's the argument, which is perfectly valid. If Jay-Z is a rap star, then he raps. Jay-Z is a rap star, so Jay-Z raps. Since the concept of Jay-Z being a rapper is presupposed in the premises, this argument is conceptually circular. The identical concept is found in the conclusion. So, even though this is a valid argument, it has the form of modus ponens, it is nonetheless not a cogent one. It's worth noting that circularity doesn't always result in begging the question. Sometimes circularity can be benign, as in the following argument. If the mind is the brain, then the mind is organic matter. If the mind is organic matter, then it perishes with the body. So, if the mind is the brain, it perishes with the body. The form is, if M, then O, if O, then B, conclusion, therefore, if M, then B. You'll recognize this as the valid form of propositional argument known as hypothetical syllogism. As you can see, there's formal circularity here, since the propositions M and B appear in the conclusion as well as the premises. But because the conclusion is not explicitly contained in the premises, we need to work out the entailment, and in doing so, we avoid begging the question. So this is a case of benign formal circularity. Here's an argument that represents benign conceptual circularity. Any celestial body that orbits a planet is a satellite. The moon orbits the Earth, so the moon is a satellite. You'll note the conceptual circularity between the notion of a satellite and a celestial body that orbits a planet. Essentially, they are synonyms, yet this doesn't constitute question begging, since we can imagine someone who might not realize that the moon is a satellite and would be persuaded by the information offered in the premises. Let's wrap up our discussion of circularity. Logical circularity, whether formal or conceptual, is a matter of degree. Some valid arguments are more circular than others. The more logically circular an argument is, the more likely it is to beg the question. This concludes this segment of a multi-part lecture on fallacies of presumption. Please proceed to the next segment.